So we have very talented writers who, and who are in charge of making sure that, we respect the lore, and we make sure that, as the game is being made, everything just kind of works together, and we're not using a character we shouldn't be using. And I think having a strong lore definitely makes the world appealing. The world of Sanctuary is not just fun because it's action-packed and you get to, go through a horde of monsters and get great loot. It's also because what the world is like, what the story is like, who are these characters you're discovering, why is it so impressive to fight Diablo? It's not just because of the creature, it's all the backstory behind Diablo. And players are, members of our community who have followed the game from Diablo 1 all the way through to Reaper of Souls and to the Ultimate Evil Edition. They definitely have a lot of backstory, a lot of lore that's built in, and a lot of, passion and involvement into our story, and it makes the game better every single time they play it. And it helps us when we're developing the game because we have such a rich backstory. Characters come, they go, they may come back. It's always great to be able to offer that to our community and to ourselves as we're making the game.
Thanks for that question. I think one of the great things about working with Blizzard in particular is that there's such a commitment to making their games as approachable and as accessible as possible to as many players as possible. No matter how you're coming at it, as man, as woman, wherever you are. And I feel very welcomed and appreciated in that environment. And that approach spreads throughout the entire company. So it's been a great experience for me.
This is the Ultimate Evil Edition version of Diablo 3. It's coming out in August 2014, so very, very soon. So this is one of the few games at E3 which is coming out immediately. It's going to be the first really true next-gen action RPG on console, and it is absolutely full of things. It has all the new content from the Reaper of Souls expansion, and all the new things were added on console. It has action combat, it has the Nemesis system, player gifts, player mail. It is absolutely chock full of goodness, and players are going to love it.
Yeah, make sure you got your friends ready. 4-player same screen co-op. Still on the Ultimate Evil Edition, just like it was on the original Diablo 3. Made a lot of improvements to even make that experience even more streamlined and even better. So I think it's going to be a great time with the Ultimate Evil Edition. I think there are lots of different types of gamers out there, lots of different types of games that people want to play. I think this is a great time to be a gamer and to be a developer because there are so many opportunities to provide different types of gameplay to people. And even players who are really into first-person shooters, and this doesn't necessarily mean that they would also be into a really awesome action RPG experience. But I think at the end of the day, what really matters is the game fun, is it approachable, is it accessible, is it something people are going to get into and be like, I just can't wait to play more of this. And that's our goal, is to deliver that experience for our players.
On the console version of Diablo 3, we removed the auction house. We initially had the auction house there to create a safe environment for players to be able to trade items. On the console version of the game, we felt the environment was very different, and we offered different tools for players to be able to do this. So we removed the auction house. This was well received by our players, and we made further changes to the game. So we then removed the auction house from the PC version as well. So on the new console version, on the Ultimate Evil Edition of Diablo 3, you will not have the auction house anymore.
Actually, I don't really have any information on that one way or the other. That sounds like a really cool idea, but I don't really know all the details behind that.
It's a great question. When we're making new monsters for the Diablo universe, we're always trying to find monsters that are original, that we haven't done yet, and that are going to be compelling for our players. And so we seek inspiration from all over the world, from mythology from all over the world, and I think it's definitely a possibility. There's a rich history there of monsters, and it's definitely a well we haven't tapped as much yet. So, you never know. It's a very good idea. I really like both the monk and the assassin. I played an assassin in Diablo 2, and the monk is sort of a spiritual successor to the assassin. I'm going to give a horrible answer because I'm going to name a lot of things. I like the wizard, the female wizard, a lot because I love the voice actress that we have in our game. So, you know, that's also very special to me. And then I like Hadrig, or blacksmith, because I think there's a lot of backstory there that hasn't been explored yet. So I like him a lot. That's me.
It's tough to pick a favorite. I love playing range classes, so I love my female demon hunter and my female wizard. But I also really love the barbarian. Like, she is super tough and powerful, and like, you know, not a class that you really see as often in other games. And I think she's totally cool. That's a very good but very difficult question. Maybe letting go of the game and having players play it, because you're constantly trying to improve it. You're constantly trying to see how you can make it better. You know, on the console side, it was very important for us that the game felt like it was native to console, that it didn't feel like we were just bringing the PC experience over to console. That was very important to us at the start, so I don't know if it was very difficult necessarily, but it's what we spent the most time on at the start of the project. And then with the Ultimate Evil Edition, we wanted to listen to the feedback from our community and make sure that this was even better than the previous version on console, which had been very well received. So there was a lot of pressure for us to find how we could improve the game, and that was something that really kept us very focused on this version. If you're playing a Diablo, if you're playing the new Ultimate Evil Edition on console, and so you're enjoying all the new content, all the Reaper of Souls content, I would definitely advise playing with a friend. It's even better if you can play with 3 friends on your couch together. You're going to mow through monsters a lot faster. You're going to get higher massacre streaks. You're going to get more experience. Your character will get stronger. You get more legendaries faster. So playing with friends on your couch is definitely the best way to enjoy the game and to get more loot and faster leveling. Yeah, I agree with Matthew, and we've made some improvements to co-op multiplayer in the Ultimate Evil Edition version of Diablo 3. So one thing we've added is something called Apprentice Mode. So now you don't even have to worry about what your friends' levels are in the game. With Apprentice Mode, we'll take lower level characters and we'll temporarily boost them for the duration of the play session. So their stats get boosted up, they'll do more damage, they have more toughness. They're still the same level, so you know, they don't have new skills, but they're able to contribute meaningfully to the fight. They can stand toe-to-toe with monsters. They can feel like they're right in the thick of things with the higher level friends. They're still going to get loot drops and experience that is appropriate to their level. But it's just a way for for us to remove yet one more potential roadblock from playing with your friends.
We're super excited to have talked with GamerZone, and we hope you guys are going to love Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say about the game.
Yeah, well, we're going to see you on August 19th, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS3, and 360.